This machine defies logic. No fuel, no solar panels, no wind turbines, just movement, silent and relentless. In the shadow of history, one name echoes louder than the rest. Nikola Tesla, a man obsessed with giving the world free energy. But his vision was silenced. Now, a century later, someone may have finally cracked the code. Investors pulled out, and powerful forces who feared the loss of profit buried Tesla's vision. He was labeled a mad scientist, his tower demolished, his notes vanishing into obscurity. Yet conspiracy theories suggest those blueprints held the key to unlimited power, suppressed by those with too much to lose. Still, whispers of Tesla's dream never stopped. Across generations, tinkerers and engineers tried to piece together what he might have discovered. And now, a small team believes they've done just that with the Liberty Engine 2.0. It's not a wireless tower, but its mission remains the same: free, self-sustaining energy independent of the grid. At first glance, the Liberty Engine 2.0 doesn't look like much: a few coils, a rotor, some magnets and wires, but appearances are deceiving. This is a generator built to sustain itself. Once started, it keeps spinning, and once it spins, it keeps generating electricity. Based on electromagnetic induction, it doesn't rely on fuel, solar panels, or batteries. Instead, it uses motion, specifically the motion of a rotor embedded with powerful N52-grade neodymium magnets. As these magnets spin past microwave transformer coils, they generate alternating current, AC, electricity, just like a full-scale power plant. But this one fits inside a garage. The rotor is crafted from a custom alloy of aluminum and silver to reduce eddy currents, those tiny, wasteful loops of energy that drain efficiency. Every detail is precise. The frame is custom built, the coils are sealed in resin, the rotor perfectly centered, the whole structure balanced to prevent vibrations that could interrupt the energy flow. Even the startup is simple: a pull cord, no switches or batteries, just raw kinetic energy. Once running, the engine spins at a constant 1,400 RPM, producing a steady 230-volt AC, the same voltage used in homes across Europe and Asia. It boasts a claimed output of up to 20,000 watts, enough to power computers, tools, even water pumps, all without stopping as long as the rotor keeps turning. What's most shocking isn't the hardware, it's the simplicity. No exotic materials, no secret chambers, just clever engineering and perfect alignment. It seems too good to be true, until you see it working. The technology behind it starts with that manual pull, like an old lawnmower. That pull turns the rotor, and the embedded magnets spin past transformer coils, inducing a current. This is Faraday's law at work. A changing magnetic field generates voltage. That voltage flows not only into external outlets but also back into the system itself, keeping the rotor spinning. That's the feedback loop. The initial pull simply sets things in motion. Once running, the system powers itself through its own momentum, continuously generating energy. The genius lies in the engineering. The aluminum-silver rotor helps eliminate eddy currents, preserving nearly all the generated power. By eliminating pulleys, belts, and gears, the engine reduces friction, further improving efficiency. There are no hidden batteries. The team even filmed an unedited teardown, exposing every wire and coil, proving the system's authenticity. And it's not just lighting LEDs. The Liberty Engine 2.0 powers iMacs, drills, grinders, and water pumps, without interruption, completely off-grid. While skeptics may scoff, the device makes no claims of perpetual motion. It doesn't defy physics. It uses momentum, low resistance, and clever wiring to create something astonishing, a machine that powers itself. Real-world tests back up the claims. In one of the first field trials, the team placed the Liberty Engine 2.0 in an isolated location, far from any electrical grid. No underground wires, no backup generators, just the engine, some tools, and a camera with no edits. They plugged in an iMac, a drill, a grinder, and a water pump, and the engine handled them effortlessly. No voltage drops, no flickering, just smooth, reliable power. Output held steady at 230 volts and the rotor kept its rhythm at 1,400 RPM. Even better, the engine stayed cool. Thanks to the rotor alloy and sealed coils, heat buildup was minimal and the efficiency remained high. The engine ran quietly with only a faint hum, no belts clattering or motors whining, and to silence critics, the team shared an uncut teardown video, disassembling the entire device on camera to show there were no tricks, no hidden power sources, no batteries, just raw, working technology. While questions remain about long-term durability and scalability, the early tests are undeniable. This prototype works. The Liberty Engine 2.0 isn't a polished product, it's a beginning. But But it could be the spark that ignites something much larger. Imagine every home powering itself. No blackouts, no energy bills, no dependence on failing grids. For off-grid living, disaster recovery, or even space missions, a generator like this could be revolutionary. But innovation like this needs support. It requires visionaries willing to challenge the system and ask, what if there's another way? The team is already working on improvements, better materials, more compact designs, stronger magnets. With open collaboration, real-world testing, and shared knowledge, this concept could evolve into something far more powerful and accessible. Ultimately, this isn't just about electricity, it's about freedom. Freedom from monopolies, freedom from fossil fuels, freedom to imagine and build a cleaner, more independent future. The Liberty Engine 2.0 is more than a machine. It's a message. A reminder that science's boundaries aren't fixed, they're waiting to be moved. Whether this invention sparks a global revolution or simply inspires others to dream, it invites us to challenge what we think is possible. And if free energy is truly within reach, then the future may not be built in corporate labs. It'll be built in garages, by people who believe the impossible is worth pursuing. Maybe one of those people is you. The Liberty Engine 2.0 stands not only as a physical machine, but as a symbol of what's possible when curiosity outweighs conformity. It challenges everything we've been taught about energy, that it must come from massive power plants, costly infrastructure, or destructive fuel sources. Instead, it offers an alternative, not just technologically, but philosophically. It says that with the right knowledge, precision, and determination, energy can be harnessed locally, sustainably, and freely. It represents the rediscovery of something ancient and futuristic at the same time, a return to Tesla's forgotten vision, one that dares to place power back in the hands of individuals, not institutions. And while skeptics will always raise questions, as they should, the engine's mere existence forces a larger conversation about innovation, suppression, and the future of how we live. Whether this machine remains a prototype or becomes a blueprint for a decentralized energy revolution, one thing is certain: its creation is a call to action. Not just for engineers and inventors, but for thinkers, dreamers, and ordinary people who refuse to accept that the world must always work the way it does now. Because sometimes the most powerful breakthroughs don't come from labs or corporations. They come from the spark of an idea, a garage full of parts, and a belief that the impossible is just the beginning. And that belief, that relentless pursuit of something better, is what fuels every great leap in human history. The Liberty Engine 2.0 isn't just a device, it's a question posed to the world. What if we've had the answers all along but simply lacked the courage to look? It's a rebellion against limitations of physics, of access, of who gets to control the future. Because if free energy is possible, then so is a future where individuals are no longer dependent on fragile grids or exploitative systems. A future where innovation is not throttled by bureaucracy or profit motives. But with that possibility comes responsibility. The responsibility to learn, to test, to verify, and most importantly, to share. Because true revolution doesn't happen in secrecy. It happens when knowledge is spread, when ideas take root in thousands of minds and manifest in ways even their originators never imagined. So maybe this isn't just about an engine. Maybe it's about awakening something greater, a movement, one that doesn't wait for permission or funding or validation from the top, one that grows from curiosity, from collaboration, from the deep human desire to be free.